Good morning, everyone. Friday the 14th. Is that worse or gooder than Friday the 13th? I don't know. So let's see. Yesterday, 489, but you got to strip out. It was 212 for that Danbury Mint dog figurine. So we're at what? Let me see if I math, 270 something? 77 yesterday. Pretty good. And then off to 27 today. Let's get into shipping. What's shipping? $309 worth of items. Postcards, all postcards going out. Let's get going. Oh, I know I pulled this airplane card. Left it up there. So it took me at least a half an hour, maybe a bit longer, to pack that figurine thing yesterday. And it's so a couple not rolled, but I don't know, 10 sheets of thin bubble wrap, and then 10 more sheets. I made a nice a loose ball and painter's tape to hold that all in place. 10 by 10 eBay box, and there was still room, so I got the really nice from other packaging I've received, Amazon or whatnot. I saved the nice cushiony, thicker bubble wrap, and so I put that all around it, taped that, threw a like a packing slip in that, packed that up or taped that up, and then about a 12 by 12 eBay box, and some packing peanuts on the bottom. Put that box in a box, and put more of that nice cushiony bubble wrap all around that. So it's packed pretty securely. And I also put like a label on that interior box. I put a label on that. There you are, Mr. Santee Pants. So we'll see. But yeah, it was a half hour plus because I couldn't find my eBay 10 by 10 boxes, because I don't need boxes all that often. I know I had them. I just had no idea where they were. But I hated every minute of it. So definitely get into Santee Pants season here, so you should have had your Santa Claus listed a month or two ago. And paid the neighbor. They got it for free. I don't know if I knew that. I may have known that. But they got it for free, and there was 122 clear after all the fees and stuff, and it's international, so the buyer paid in VAT taxes and shipping fees. They paid $100 on top of the item, so they paid $250 total for that thing. This person get the same? No, 2 Santee Pants is sold. Oh, okay, so they pay $100 in fees and stuff. So I told my neighbor, I was like, I'll just take 22. I'll give you 100, and I'll just take 22, and that's fine, because they're good people. And anyway, so I told him I want to write a check from the company, my LLC or whatever, a MS from the business, so I could show the tax man that it was a consignment type of thing, and he still wanted to give me more money, but I was just gonna spend it on drugs. So they gave me 50, and I told them that I would put it against some Mega Million tickets, and I'll split the winnings with them if there are any. But yeah, I don't even know if I have any other non non-postcard items in my shop. What is going on here? AJ 9 available? What is this? Someone commented that I remember them like Rain Man, which sometimes I am with postcards. That I can remember what month I started selling what on eBay. And yeah, some of that stuff I know. I mean, that I know because it's part of my history. I don't know what's going on with this card. But I lose my train of thought immediately. Oh, come on. That's all Las Vegas stuff. I don't remember listing this at all. AJ2. No clue. I don't think I've sold any. Oh, there they are. I got a whole crap ton of them. So this is the first one of these that's sold, and probably I bought this. Now I do remember when I bought all these cards. It was like August of the first year of the pandemic, so like August 2020. Might have been August 2021, but it was in August. Remember going to the auction and buying huge box, like shipping, like moving boxes, like 2x2 moving boxes, jam-packed of postcards, and they were all up against the wall. And the auction guy was like, okay, it's choice out of these first 5 boxes here. And we get to, I don't know, like, I lost a couple of them on that first bid on choice. But then the next time they would, like, that first box maybe went for 300 and the next box went for 200. And I'm like, I'll take them all. I love doing that at all. If you're ever in an auction and you want something and it's choice, just take the whole freaking table. I've done that on people. Man, they get pissed. But yes, you're paying, that maybe that 5th box would have only gone for $50, but you get it all. Anyway, so I don't even know if there is anything else in my store that is a non-postcard item. I got some books, maybe like a photograph, but I don't. Again, if I can't scan it, I don't want to list it. Over the last couple months, I did sell. Well, I have the Christmas ornaments. I have one of those left, but I had that listing pretty much saved. I still had the listing from. It was in my 6-bit saved, and I hadn't sold them for a couple years, but 6-bit saved my old listing. And I just fixed it up, spruced it up a little bit. So that didn't take much. Those are really easy to pack. You've watched me pack them on here. I have sold, I had replaced the ceiling fans in my back patio area. And had the 3 old remotes. They were only, I don't know, 2 years old. I think something got zapped out there and it wiped out all 3 ceiling fans. And the remote still lit up and everything. And I was gonna throw them away. I was either gonna throw them away or throw them in a box to take to Goodwill. And I just let me look them up. There was one listing for like $80 or something like that. And I just wanted rid of them, so I listed each one for $35, and they sold within a month or two. But I don't like listing. It's so easy to scan these. Space Shuttle. Got another Einar today. Another airplane card. And it was marked delivered, I don't know, like over the weekend, the 8th. No, that's not quite right. It was marked delivered earlier in the week. Maybe it was Monday or something. Or maybe it was Saturday. And it hasn't quite shown up yet, but it's on its way, or it's on its way. Patience. That's not good. So I'll send them my normal blurb, and they're just ignorant. Not ignorant as in they don't know. And eBay doesn't do a good job of telling people, like, or they don't read. People don't read. It's eBay's to blame and the buyers to blame for not understanding the process. I have a couple places in my listing that it could take up to 2 weeks. My personal experience with eBay standard envelope being marked delivered and not actually showing up in the mailbox was 2 weeks. It was back during the pandemic. I bought a hockey card from someone. It was shipped. It was right when eBay standard envelope was first coming out. Really nice sale on that card. And it was marked delivered. And I knew about the issues. Out of sleeves. I knew about the issues with it being marked delivered but not actually being received. And it was 2 weeks. 2 weeks later is when it actually showed up. And I didn't panic. I did reach out to the buyer through a message and not opening up a case. Let's leave this one. And 2 weeks. And I told them, and I have that in my list. Yeah, there she is. So anyway, send a standard blurb. I gave it a couple more days. And since they don't know, I was like, well, with the airplane cards, I have his address. I've talked about this many, many times. For me to resend a postcard, and I don't have to since it was marked delivered, but I choose to. Out a dime or something. I know about 15 cents, I think. Anyway, I'll send him a blurb, and it's like, hey, listen, I'll send you I'll send you another copy. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be like, hey, you know what? You need to give it, at least till Monday. If it doesn't show up, I'll resend another one. But you got to keep in mind that in the future, you just send the seller a message. Don't open a case, and you open a case by going through eBay and say, there's a problem with my order. It didn't show up. And sale here too. I just send them a message because in this case, I can send a replacement. But by opening the case, when it's been marked delivered, the seller doesn't have to do anything. eBay will make you whole, but you try to leave a negative or a neutral for the dude or for the seller, it can be removed. Went to my guy Dave's house. Went to the wrong house. He lives in a new subdivision, and it's all the houses look identical. And I guess it's been a couple months since I've been there. Another nice sale. And I go walking to the one side of the house I always go to, and there's like right inside the gate. There's a huge shed that hadn't been there. And I don't know, maybe they got a shed. It's the exact same fence, exact same porch layout. I think the siding color was a little different. So I have this 40-pound. I have carrying 50 pounds, a box of postcards, and then a huge banker box with 40 pounds of photos in it. And so I go around to the other side, and the gate is locked. What the hell? I gotta get something. I had to get a 5x7. It's a continental size card. Really don't have good continental size top loader. So use a 5x7 and ship it in a 6x8 mailer. So anyway, it's locked. I called Dave. I was like, Dave, how do you get into your house now? Because he lives around the back in the basement. And he's not here, man. He's like, what are you talking about? I said, there's a big shed and the other gate's locked. He's like, we don't have a shed. What house are you at? He's like, I'm 631 or something like that. And I'm like, I go out front again and I'm at 637. Whoops. That's how people get shot. Jeez. So he found, so I had like 600 550s, 575 postcards, and the big box of airplane photos. And he picked out like 81 cards for $1. I picked out $61. Was it like 55 single cards, and like three $2 cards. So $61. So the reason for the thumbnail, an effed up thumbnail. I've never walked out. He gave me a $20 bill. I've never walked out of his house in a dozen plus visits having him give me money. And so he's going through the box of postcards. He's like, I can sell good many of these at the York Postcard Show. So we worked out a deal. I just left the box with him. He's going to sell that for me at York. And he said, I'll just take a 20% commission on this one. I'm like, okay, that's great. And then with the airplane cards or airplane photos, I just without him saying, I just said, let's just 50-50 because it's heavy. It's a lot of stuff. And there's like, he said, there's like one guy and he's going to try to sell him all of it. So there's probably 200 to 300, maybe more photos in that box. And then some like cockpit manuals for Boeing 737s, just some eclectic type of stuff. So, if I can get if I listed all that stuff singly, that's thousands. I would list each airplane card or airplane photo in the $10 to $25 range. There's a lot of like, you get like a salesman's brochure. Where you got it from, it was either Cessna or Beechcraft. They would send you a packet of information about the plane, but then they'd send you like 20 photos, 8x10 glossy black and white photos of every angle of the plane, the interior, the engine, the seats, the control panel. And so we'll see. But it's a box. It's one box out of 50 or more that's cluttering on it's a start. So we'll see how it goes. It's that again. I had to give a little bit up. Again, that old man on American Pickers who has the Harley frame growing in the weed. Trees are growing around it, and he's gonna do something with it eventually. I took a step. It's like, I don't know. Is there like a 12-step program for resellers? I took that first step. Well, no, I know there's a problem. I've always admitted there's a problem, but I took another step to getting rid of some stuff. Where's the other one? Did I already pack it? Oh yeah, Choo Choo Train. Okay, I'm a little out of whack here. So, and the good thing is I listed. There's that one. There's that one. There's that one. And that one again. Did I sell a third one? Maybe that's what I'm just kind of throwing me off. so I had 58 cards. Does that make, yeah, 58 cards. I got them all listed last. That one. That's what I would love to do. No, I did sell 3 of them. Oh, I gotta go get it. Come on. So that I did sell 3, right? 1, 2. Oh no, it's a different train. I'm an idiot. I'm adult. Different choo-choo train. And they look nothing alike. Santa Fe. Okay, I gotta concentrate a teeny bit more here. But yeah, I got those all listed. I'll probably go over those for a members video. I think I did okay. Listed 1 card for 125 that I bought for $1. It's a local view I hadn't seen before, and I couldn't find any comps on it. Okay, we did on it. Okay, catch up there, buddy. Took me a few minutes. This one was misfiled. It's the old city-state sorting method, and instead of being under K, it was under M or N or something like that. It took me a minute to find that. And so in that time, I have forgotten what I was talking about. There's the other choo-choo train. Probably a thumbnail. Let me digress to that thumbnail. Yesterday's thumbnail. I'm not going to spend a whole bunch. Yes, I will. I said to put, effing fucking sucks. And I put in there that, the 2 asterisks so it doesn't spell it out. And even that, ChatGPT says it can't include profanity in the thumbnails. I was like, okay, then do your thing. And so it's spit out. I actually like this one better. I like the dolt, but it spit out the thumbnail with it spelled out, which it can't do apparently, but does. It just, AI is not going to take over the world. At least they can't get thumbnails right, because obviously you've seen today's thumbnail. This is what it's supposed to kind of look like. They misspelled shit, and I told it that I wanted to look at the $20 because I walked out of Dave's house with a 20. Never happened before, and it effed that up. So I think the 2 hands. I think it's funny. I don't really care if people don't like it. I think it's funny. I like the dolt on there. That's why today's thumbnail is what it is. So a couple more minutes, but anyway, yeah, I got everything listed from Dave's house yesterday, which again I would love to be able to. Everything I source after I process it, I get it listed. I got a long way to go to catch up. We're talking many. Well, what I figured it out yesterday, like 10 months or something like that to catch up with everything I have. It's not going to happen. I would have to open, and I will be opening a second store and get all those over there. Last card. My internet's been wonky. They're enhancing the network in our area, which means it was offline this morning. So hopefully it stays on for another 20 minutes to get this video done. But I'm in a raid train on Tuesday, which I'll talk about on Monday because I don't have anything listed. Thankfully, it's only a 20-minute show, which is kind of unfortunate also. So I will get those lots. I have to get those lots listed today. I'll work on that this morning. And then I'm going to list today. So that's it. Thank you for making it this far. Happy Friday. And I hope you have a great week of sales. So talk to you probably Monday. Well, I got a show tomorrow and whatnot. I don't know what I'm doing. Probably Pounders. So we'll see you there. Have a great day.